I'm Alexander Shiola for Media, and today we are doing something very exciting. We are interviewing Paul Olivier. He's a medium, and I'm eager to learn a lot about the spirit world. Let's do it. Paul.
Hi, Alex.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Good, pleasure.
Yeah, so I have a couple interesting things to tell you.
All good news?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right, I'm a little scared, but let's do it.
Okay, great. Okay, let's have a sit down.
Sure. So, Paul, can you
Great.
tell me a little bit about what you do and
Yeah.
how you do it?
So Alex, I call myself a medium, but also people see me as more of a spiritual teacher also. I started doing this work 13 years ago. And I had an instant awakening into my abilities or gifts.
So, Paul, what exactly is the difference between a psychic and a medium?
Okay. I've been asked that question a lot of times. What's the difference between a psychic and a medium? For me, my answer is that a medium is somebody that's able to connect to the past on, to spiritual guides. A psychic is able to see, let's say, certain events into the future, or sense into certain ailments of the person. I would consider myself also like a psychic medium also, because I'm able to look into people's energy fields and sense into their auras and see where they're at in their life.
Paul, are some people harder to read than others?
Yeah, throughout all these years I've been doing it, yeah, there are people that are more harder to read, and some people are a lot more easier to read. What creates the difference is really that person's belief system. When you're sitting in front of me, you're taking in my information and analyzing it at the same time. So depending on how you're doing your processing, right away you could have a judgment. So once somebody has a judgment, it closes down, and that's where it could be a bit more harder for me to read things into the person.
And what exactly is your process entail, or is it different every time?
I have a specific way of doing it. So what I do is I close my eyes and I I put my way or my view of thinking about how I see my everyday life on the side. So I'm more open to anything that person can present to me, so I don't have any judgments.
And from time to time, are there any unsuccessful readings that just can't be read?
I've never had a person I can't read.
Just less or more?
Just less. Like less information will come out. Because I receive all my information, a lot of my information comes through imagery. So I see a lot of images.
Okay.
And at the same time, I'm seeing images, I'm seeing colors at the same time, and I'm interpreting that. Depending on how I deliver the information, that's where the person could be more closed or open.
But so you're able to communicate with those who have passed on, correct?
Right, yes.
So there's no real control as to who you're tapping into. They're coming to you rather than you searching for them?
Right, exactly,
Okay.
right.
So something like a seance where people are summoning spirits, what's your take on that?
Yeah, so my take on that is any amount of people together in a group create one energy in that sense. So let's say you have a group of people calling upon a spirit. Well, the spirit that they're calling upon is actually hearing their information. They're actually hearing their calling, I'll say, in that sense.
You know, I turn on TLC and I'm seeing Teresa Caputo. How much of that is, made for television, and how much of that is real, practice of what you do?
Yeah, I would say almost 9%, 98% of what she does is actually the real thing. There's a 2% where it's more theatrical, where it's like, oh my God, wow, your mother. But in a regular, she's really kind of, pulling in the information a lot.
So according to you, she's the real deal?
Yeah, she's pretty good.
What are some misconceptions that people have regarding the supernatural and afterlife?
Right, a lot of people believe that as soon as they hear something in their house that they can't see, that they think it's a ghost right away. And I'm shifting the explanation to let people know that your own energy can actually move things in a house. Your own energy.
Sort of like a telekinesis thing?
Right, yeah. A lot of people actually do it. They don't even know they do it.
Really?
And they'll attribute to a spirit or whatnot in that sense. So I'm trying to move the explanations a bit differently in that sense.
All right, so obviously we've never met before.
Right.
You're off the island, so
Right.
I don't come around these parks very often. I'm very curious to see what you've observed or picked up from
Okay,
me.
yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna look at your energy here. Alex. just gonna close my eyes for a second.
For the record, he knows my name. And that's about it.
Yeah.